list of records in a data source. Okay, how do we do that one? First, I'll be taking MVC .NET Core Web Application. Let's see, MVC listing app. I'm going to be naming this one under September 2023 solution. I don't choose any HTTPS. Let me click on the create button. So here what is my intention is, I would like to have listing of elements. First, if you remember, you need to create a model class under the models. Let's say the name of the model class is person model. What do you mean by person model? A class which containing something called as a people data. Let's say public ID, second one PRO. Tab. Tab. Person name. Third one, this. So I've taken some values. I want to have these data to be given in case if somebody calls this. How do I do this one? Public. In case if somebody call, name of the method is get all. Get all. Simply written. I repeat, guys. There is a person class which containing 4 attributes: ID, name, gender, age. There is a person PO which containing the people variable. In case if somebody call this people, it's representing list of the person model, and here are the 4 people. As it is a private fully secured, you can get it using the public list model written get all. So this is written very simple. I believe you are able to hear me right. Coming to the next, I'll go and create a controller. I'll choose an empty controller and I'll call the name of the controller is people. Controller. Make sure that the controller name is always suffixed with the controller. So there we have some actions. And here I'm going to be having the index action. First, you need to create an object for the people. I can say person BO context. Generally, the variable whenever you want to be creating for any BO, the variable name recommended to have a context. In case if you have multiple BOs, person context like this you can use. Now I'll be writing view back dot people equal to context dot get all. Context dot get all. So I repeat. Now this context which is representing to PO, which containing the get all, this is get all. This get all is going to be adding to view back. Now this is available. How to create a view? Add view. In the razor empty, I'm going to be taking index action method, and here I'll be writing list of people. So here I'll be writing table. Sorry, first we need to get the data right. List of person model, where we have a people variable, which is coming from view bag dot people. I repeat, from the view bag, okay, the people data should come here. Table. I can take any table, whatever it may be. I'll be writing a T head, TR, PH ID is there, PH name of the person, PH enter, PH H. So I repeat, I'm telling that I want to create a table which containing a heading with a row of ID names enter H. Coming to table body, we're going to be taking for each person model P in people, meaning that it's going to be iterating in the people. What is people here? The data which is coming from the, where is the view back? Here. View back is going to be getting the get all. Get all is coming from. Now here this list of the people, 4 people will come. So let's coming here PR, PD, at the P dot ID. So meaning that each and every field I want to display. P dot gender. P dot age. So we have this one. Let's say I'll go to my shared folder. I'll another label layout. I'm going to be writing something called as say people, or you can say people list. I can get it from the people controller, POPL. I'm not sure. It's a, yeah, people only. And here the name of that is index. Done. Run the project and see what happens. You will be getting a list of the people coming from the people data source. Okay, it's a very basic and a very common scenario if you go for any real-time project. Whether you go for a student list, okay, you go for a employee list, customer list, anywhere. Okay, the scenario implemented in this step. So could you please confirm, able to follow what I'm trying to tell? Hello? Hello guys? Yeah. Please confirm, able to follow in a very basic syntax. I'll go to the person model and I can change the source like this. I'll be changing some different names. All right. Srinivas, able to follow?
Yeah,
Yeah. See, in a simple way I given. Viraj. So, same scenario is very commonly used in every project. So, we'll do the same thing in a dedicated project. All right. Let's say I'll implement the same thing in another way also. Let me go for a course data source. Let's go to the model. I'm going to be creating a new class. I'll call this one as course model. What is course model? A place where the institute offering courses. What are the IDs we have? What are the fields? ID is there. So for every course, ID is there. For every course, there will be a proper name. For every course, there will be a faculty, and also there will be something called as a fees. You can give whatever the what will be called fields you want to give. I have a course, okay, faculty, fee, and also I have something called as a duration. So I repeat, in case if you want to get the list of the course model, we have course ID, course name, course faculty, duration, and fees. Coming to the BO. Course BO, we have something called as a list of course model courses. Right, new list of courses. So let me have the first course is course something called 1. Okay. Course is something called dotnet. Faculty, Kiran. Duration, 70 hours or 100 hours. 70 hours, 70 days, whatever it may be. Fees, 25,000, something. I have the first record like this. Let me have some courses. Okay, let's say I'm offering some courses in my institute. Let's say these are the different places. Course.net, Angular, let me call React, Azure, and also let's say MongoDB. So Angular, let's say Anil is a trainer. Let's say Radha is a trainer here. Azure, Arvind. And here, more. Some whatever you feel comfortable. Angular, let's say 40 hours. React, let's say 40 hours. Azure, let's say 80 hours. MongoDB, let's say 30 hours. So I'm going to be writing some values. Now here, if somebody call public list of course model, just say get all. In case if anybody return this, return courses. That's it. Simple. Now here I want to have the course controller to be there. I'll go to the controllers. I'll add list of, I'll add a new controller. Let me call this one as a courses controller. Controller name, look here guys, controller name should always suffix with controller, and also controller name should be plural. Courses controller, students controller, people controller, kind of. So here I'm going to be creating something called as a course PO. A context I'm going to be creating new course view tag dot courses is equal to context dot get all. So you'll have everything ready. Let me add a view to it. Let me write something called as a list of courses. Table class is equal to table t head tr th id th name of the course th faculty th duration in hours, something called what will be called fees. Coming to the T body, TR which course model CN courses. So where is the courses? You need to get it from list of course model courses is equal to view back of courses. So here, let's tell capital family, sorry. So here I'll be writing something called as a TD. First we need to put a dedicated row for everything, right? TD C dot I, C dot C name course. Make sure that the fields are properly given, okay? C dot faculty, C dot duration, C dot is. These are the courses. Now let's go to the layout. Here I'll have same length for courses also. Here I'll be writing course list. I'll be writing something called as courses. Now run the project entry. You will be having the list of the people as well as list of them. So later in further classes, we can get the data from the databases. Let's say people list, you got it. Course list. So could you please confirm, able to follow what I'm trying to tell? Hello.
Yes, Kiran.
Yeah. So in the easiest way, I'm telling you the same concept again and again to make you recap. I'll be having another controller. Let me call this one as a employees controller. There are employees in my company. I can say employees controller. So before that, I'll also have, I'm really sorry, first we'll create the employee model. Model. Let me call the name of the class is employee model. Okay. So here I'll be writing ID, employee name, in job, and also salary. There can be any fields, whatever you feel comfortable, you can write. Public class employee PO So I'm repeating the same concept for 3 times to make it very clear. Employee model. Let me call this one as employees. Right. So here I'll be writing new employee model I equal to 1, name equal to, let's say, job equal to programmer, salary equal to 25. Something. I'll be also having records for all sets. Right. So I'll have all the values are here. In real time, this data will come from the database. Right? So let me change this to developer. Let me also call right. Now coming here, public list of employee model. Get all. In case if somebody calls this, please return this. All right. Coming to controllers, add new controller. I'll be taking employees controller. How do I call this? Context, employee VO, context is equal to new employee VO and view tag dot employees is equal to context dot get all. Session is getting recorded, guys. Okay, session is getting recorded. You will have everything. So coming to the view, let me call this one as a index list of employees. Let me call table to be created here. Let also list of employee model. Let me call this one as a employees is equal to view backdrop p head here. I want to have ID, employee name, job, and finally salary. These are the headings, right? For headings, make sure that good to have a th. You can do whatever you feel comfortable. Now coming to the next one, p body for each employee model, p in employees, PR which containing the TD, name, job, salary, and finally, so we have only 4 fields. Now coming here, I'll go to the layout. I'll also have something called employee list. You can give whatever the name you want to have. Okay, employees. Run this. Now let's see what happens. So I'm having people list, course list, and employee list. Could you please confirm? Able to follow guys what I'm trying to tell? Everyone. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
So I would like to have one more feature added to it. Let me call details. Details in the sense, whenever anybody calls a method with ID, the respective will be given. So let's go to the BO first. Where are the BO? First, I'll go to the person model. Here I'll be writing something also. I can move this one to separate file. It's recommended to have a BO files and model files to separately. So I can say, click here, move to separate file. Good to have. Even employee model, bring this one to separate file. So I recommend everybody to have files in a separate, models in a separate file. Models, everything. Okay. Employee model, person model, course model. Course model. So models and BOs recommended to put it in separate file. You can wish you can put it in the same file, but recommended to do so. Done. Now we have separate files for everything. You can see here, course model, course BO, employee model, employee BO, person model, person BO. In the course, first we'll go for the person BO. If anybody call get all, you will get all the records. First, if somebody call a method which is containing something called say get by ID. What I mean to say get by ID, in case if anybody call an ID, that respect to record to be sent. So I can say people dot single. Single is a predefined method where I'm passing X matching record. I repeat, single is a predefined method which we discussed. What single will do is out of these people, in case if any single record based on the ID whatever you supply. So you're passing ID, the matching ID record to any record that will be set. Get by ID. Now let's go to the people controller. Here I'll be writing something called public action result, something called details, where I'm going to be having something called as ID. So I'll be writing which is already have the person PO, right? Let's bring it to up. Otherwise, we need to declare again. So here I'll be writing view back dot equal to context dot get by ID. So what I'm trying to do, in case while calling any details, they have to pass an ID. If the matching ID is recorded, that I want to put it in the VBAC. Let me call this one details. I'll be writing employee details. Where is the details? I'll be getting something called employee, sorry, this is person model of P equal to viewback dot P. Make sure that what is given P only. Some people details, person details of is a P dot ID. ID already there, name of the person, P dot name, gender, P dot gender, age, P dot age. I can also have a break and say backlist, back to index. If you say index, I can say ASP action is equal to index. So it's not the same control, right? So you can have index. Now coming here, how to come to this details? Let's go to the index. In the index, provide some field called operations. Let's see. Provide some details. What to do? You are supposed to go to ASP action is equal to go to the details called as the details action. Route in the sense you need to pass the ID. I can say P dot ID. So what happens? Value will be given to you. Let's run the go to the people. We have details. Click on the details. You go to the details. Back to index. Details. Back to index. I repeat once again. Details is an action to be implemented in the BO. Let's go to the course BO. Define public course model. Get by ID. I'll take ID argument return. In case of the courses containing record, I'm going to be sending using single. So the courses get by ID. So get all will give you all the courses. Get by ID will give you the single course. In the course controller, I'm going to be taking something called get by ID. This single record, right? Let's copy this one and we'll say this name of the action recommended to have the details where I'm going to be passing the ID. I'll be reading context dot get by ID. but it's a single record, right? Let's go for the course. And you want to create a method for this action. Here, course details for, I can say, course model C equal to view back dot C. Here, I'm going to be giving C dot ID. Course, C dot course, faculty, we're getting from C dot faculty, duration, in hours, right, I believe, duration, and finally, keys. Here I can also say back to index. How to go for back to index? Is fraction is equal to index. How to come to this? In the course controller, we have index. From here, we need to go to the details. So we are heading for the detail setting. And here, link is A details. What do we need to do? ASP action is equal to name of the action is details. ASP route ID. You can say route ID equal to, I can say @c.id. You can give it in double quotes or not. So we have a complete implementation of listing records as well as details. So employee list, sorry, course list. We have 5 courses, click on any course, the record will come. Back to index, everything is ready. Let's say same thing will be implemented to the employee list, employee BO. I can say public employee model get by ID. Get by ID in the sense we're getting the single record. Return employees.single where X matching record any ID is there that we need to provide. Employees controller. I'll have. I don't need employees to be given defined more than once. I'll have details. ID. So I'll be writing something, let's say view back dot equal to get by ID. Done. Your details implementation is done. You don't have view, you need to create, I'm sorry, details. I'll be writing employee model equal to view by dot E. So here, employee details for dot ID, name, job, salary, ASP action is equal to, I'm going to go for the index, ASP route ID, sorry. So we have all implementations are ready in the details, sorry, details implementation for employees, people, everything. See, go to the employees. I forgot to do the list action, I'm sorry. The employees controller of the exhibition. Here I'll be writing some heading. Heading can be any heading. I'll be giving something also operations as heading. And here I'll be writing ED. I'll simply say E dot, sorry, details. Action equal to details. ASP route ID equal to E dot ID. Your implementation is done for details in all the 3 different data sources. 3 different data sources. See employee list, you can get the details, working is expected, course details, working is expected, people details, working as expected. If you want to go for the delete, you can also use same thing for delete. Let me explain you delete also. If somebody call, the first one is person BO, delete by ID. What to delete? Same thing. Let's copy this. No return type. Delete by ID. What do we need to do? Delete by ID. Somebody deletes, what to do? It's simple. We need to find out the index. Where is the record? So integer index is equal to triple dot find index. You get index. Simple. Triple dot remove add to that index. So what happens? If somebody call delete by ID, they have to call the ID. We need to find out the index and remove it. This is simple. Okay. So try to implement the index, record deletion in your own. We'll do the same implementation in the next class. So could you please confirm? Able to follow? Hello? Hello? Hello, guys. I believe you are not sleeping,
Yes, yes, Kiran. Well clear.
So, I'll try to upload the video in an hour. Okay. So tomorrow onwards, I'll be available without any disturbance. Okay. So thank you so much. Please do complete the practice. We'll continue in the next class.